GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he returns this to the 22. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa being chased out left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
That one complete. It's tanked down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now a give right side. It's Sullivan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They'll keep it on the ground. Sullivan. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Rose. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Peters. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Tua. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tank Dell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Urban. This one swung out to Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2 yards, good enough for a first. The Rams had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Byron Young there on the stop. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Sullivan, and they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This defense for the Saints, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
17. Rams nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
You look at the Saints defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback out.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. 17-0 our score after 1.
The score Saints 17. Rams nothing.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua from 3 yards out. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Tua going to throw. That's complete to Dell. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sullivan. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Tua sets up to pass it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sullivan. And he is going to have a Saints first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Up the middle they go. It's Peters. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Tua. He finds his man complete. That's Peters. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Off the bootleg. Urban. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Sullivan. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll set up to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Operating from the gun, Urban. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Urban. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on third down, Urban. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On fourth down, Urban flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From midfield, here's Tua.
That is caught.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's good for our Rams. First down.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Operating from the gun, Urban. Pass complete there to Nacua. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Urban. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Trayvon Walker.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Urban. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. Urban. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. to throw here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. It's Sullivan. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Sullivan. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down. Urban, he's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a long. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Yeah, he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Urban
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to throw. Urban on the move to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out.
And now here is another Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, LA.
When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They'll run on first down. It's Sullivan. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sullivan. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Saints 40, Rams 13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Urban. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyren Williams.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
A little juke, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Yeah, the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sullivan, and here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tua sets up to pass it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On first down, Sullivan. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Down to an goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly,